Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you're all doing very well. Today's makeup look is going to be a no makeup slash effortless, like everyday easy natural makeup. This is obviously going to look like we're wearing makeup, but I want it to look like we're not wearing much. This would be just a really good like everyday makeup, or if you just don't want to make too much of an effort but you still want to just make your skin look nice and fresh and flawless. So I've got super dry skin, so I did my moisturiser a few minutes ago just to give me a little bit of pick me up. This makeup routine is going to be perfect for me because I don't feel like my skin looks great at the moment and I just want it to look a bit more fresh and a bit nicer. So I'll show you what I've used for skincare. I've used the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum first, and then after that I've used the Ole Henriksen C Rush Brightening Gel Cream, and you can see like how amazing the glow is that it gives you. I am going to do an updated skincare routine. I just want my skin to kind of get through this phase. It's just so dry and dehydrated at the moment. I don't think the weather is helping. So once I'm happy with how it's looking, I will do a full skincare routine. The next thing I'm going to go in with is a primer. I don't always use primers. If I do use a primer, I look for something which is going to add more hydration and moisture and make my skin look super glowy. So I'm going to use the Banana Bright face primer from Ole Henriksen as well. So I'm just going to add this on as well, a bit down my neck, and you can see it adds even more of a glow to the skin, which I want to try and keep as much of today. This is going to be one of them looks where you're probably wearing more makeup than you think, but it doesn't look like you are. Sometimes the no makeup look can take longer and involve just as many products as if you were doing a full face anyway, but we're not going to be applying as much product today. So for my base, I'm going to use this, which is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharge Micellar Foundation. This isn't a super full coverage, it gives more of a natural look to the skin, so I'm hoping this is just going to even everything out and make me look a bit more fresh. It may be slightly too dark for me because this is my summer shade, so I'm just going to blend it down, just down onto my neck a little bit. But I have done a video a few videos back of a full face of Bite Beauty, so I'll leave that here so you can go and watch that as well if you're interested. So I'm going to use this for my base. You could use any like tinted moisturiser. You could even use your normal foundation if it's full coverage or medium coverage, mix it with your moisturiser and then apply it that way just so it shears it out a little bit. I'm going to pop it on the back of my hand and I'm going to take a little brush. I'm only using 4 brushes today as well. I'm going to try and keep it as minimal as possible, even though technically we're going to be using the same amount of product, really. So I'm just going to buff this all over. This gives such a natural finish and it does keep that glow to the skin as well. It's so lightweight and really comfortable, and it's really nice in the summer as well. Just on my neck and just buff that round as well, just because it is my summer shade, and I have been putting some fake tan on, like the tinted moisturisers at night, but I just don't feel like it's making much of a difference. The aim here is we don't want to build up a mass amount of coverage. I literally just want a sheer layer all over the skin just to kind of even everything out. I do have quite a lot of freckles and beauty marks on my face as well, which I'm not really bothering about covering up today. I still want all of my skin like showing through. This is just gonna even everything out, freshen everything up a little bit. I feel at the minute like my skin is quite dull and it's super dry, so the more glow that we can get in the skin today the better. So if you've got super dry skin, this is going to be a good one for you. Now I'm just going to spot conceal certain areas. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape for that. I'm using light medium sand. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too bright because I don't want to do like super highlighted and contour. I just kind of want to even everything out and just cover like the little things that need to be covered, really. Like my chin, I get quite a lot of redness, and my under eyes are really dark at the moment, very dull, so we just need to cover those a little bit, but I think that's like the main areas really. Just conceal right in the inner corner and here just underneath, and then I'll do a tiny bit on my chin. I get a little bit of redness there, and then around my nose I've got a bit of redness. So for my chin, I'm just going to use that same foundation brush and just press that in and around my nose as well. And then for my under eyes, I'm just going to use a wet beauty blender, and I'm just going to press this in. I'm not going to spread the product around too much. I literally just want my under eyes to just be covered a little bit, and then any excess I'll just blend over my eyelid. Okay, so that's covered everything really nicely. It hasn't brightened it too much, but it's definitely just evened everything out. It's definitely covered my dark circles, and it's made my under eyes just look a little bit lighter and a little bit fresher and more awake, which is what I need today, I think. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer. When I'm doing more of like a natural no makeup look, I always find creams look a little bit more natural than powders do, so I'm going to try and do more creams than powders today, especially because I want it to look quite fresh and dewy, and I'm more dry, so I don't want to do like too much powder. So I'm going to use this, which I used I think in my last video, and it's literally one of my favourite products now. This is the blush from Made by Mitchell. It's the liquid blusher, but it's from like the bronzer and contour section. It's called Creme Carve, and I've used it a couple of times now and I really, really like it. So I'm going to, instead of popping it straight onto my face today, I'm going to apply it on my hand first, just so I can control kind of how much I'm using a little bit better today, because I don't want to do it super like contoured and structured. I just want everything to look like quite natural. So I like looks like this because they're easy, because you don't really have to concentrate on where you're putting anything. I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks a little bit, not too much because I know I'm not super tanned at the moment, but just add a little bit of definition and just a little bit of warmth back into the cheeks. But honestly, it doesn't matter like where you're applying it. Creams are always easy to work with because they're super blendable, especially this is really blendable as well. So just in like my usual places, like around my forehead, so I usually apply most on my cheeks, and I go right back like to my hairline, a little bit on my nose as well, not contouring but a little bit of sun-kissedness to my nose. Sometimes it can look a bit flat if you don't apply anything on your nose, so if you're not good at contouring, literally just a little bit of cream bronzer over the top, or just add a little bit of something. Okay, then any excess that I've got, I just go in my crease on my eyes, just really, really roughly, and I kind of like join it together. For blush, I'm going to use another cream one. This is from KVD Beauty. This is the Modcon Liquid Blush, and I'm using Duality. This is such a lovely colour, and again, these blend really nice as well. Such a pretty colour, it's like a nice peachy pink. So I'm actually going to use, I think, my contour brush for this one. These are super lightweight and very, very blendable. Just give like a nice sheer wash of colour. So I'm just basically applying this straight over where I've done my bronzer, just to add a little bit of colour to it. And they also add to the glow as well. They've got such a lovely glow to them. Okay, so that is the whole base, just creams. I absolutely love it. It looks so fresh and so natural, and it doesn't look like we're wearing hardly anything at all. So I'm going to set now with powder, because even though I am quite dry, I don't want to look like too shiny. I want to keep the glow like on the high points, but I just want to set and matten down just the centre of my face. So also I'm going to set is my under eyes and literally just down my T-zone, that's it. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm going to use a little brush for this. You could just use your sponge if you want to, but I don't want to apply too much today. I literally just want to take like the tackiness away, and that's it. So I'm just going to buff a little bit over my chin, underneath my eyes. I might just go over my lid as well, just to make sure that bit's set. Just down the side of my nose. See, we're still keeping that glow on the top of the cheeks, and then just a tiny bit just in the very centre of my forehead. If you are a bit more oily, you might want to set a bit heavier with your powder, but I am so dry at the minute, I need all the glow that I can get, I think. I'm only going to apply a tiny bit of bronzer. I find when I do my bronzer, that kind of sets the perimeter of my face without me having to apply like any setting powder. So I'm going to use the Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Bronzer and it's in the shade Bronzer. So I'm just going to tap over very, very slightly. I just want like a sheer wash of colour over the top. I don't want to matten down the product anymore. This is a really nice one because it does have that really natural finish, so it's not too pigmented. And then I'm going to use a little bit of highlighter because I've just realised that I've got this and I've never used it yet. It looks incredible. This is the Fenty Beauty Royal Icing, and just wait until you see this. I had this before Christmas, completely forgot that I had it, and I've just found it in my drawer. But just look at that. It looks stunning. Ooh, that is nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is beautiful. A little bit down my nose. I think I've just found my new favourite highlighter ever. Okay, absolutely in love with that. That is the Royal Icing highlighter. Again, I'll link everything down in the description. But yeah, I can't believe that I forgot that I had that. Okay, so that is base done. I'm just going to take that bronzer brush, take a tiny little bit of the bronzer, just take a little bit on the brush and just apply a little bit where we did like the cream bronzer earlier, just on my eyes in my crease, and then just blend it back just so it adds a little bit of definition. So for brows, I haven't done anything with them today. I haven't even done my soap brows. So I'm going to use the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And I thought I would just try this today and just brush them through with this because my brows are super bushy. They do need tinting. But I feel like this, if I could just brush them into shape with this, and then it will hold them all day. They still look nice and fluffy, but now they're actually in a shape and hopefully they won't move all day now. So the last thing to do is lips, and I don't usually wear too much lipstick like every day, but the one thing I do like to do is line my lips and then just apply like a gloss or a balm over the top, just because I feel like it just makes my lips look nice and plump and poutier, but I haven't got to worry about keeping on topping up a lipstick all day. I can just put my lip balm straight on. So I'm gonna line them but blend it in after with my finger. I'm using Spice by MAC, by the way. And then just blend it in. So then over the top of that, I'm just going to apply a clear gloss. You could use anything, like a lip balm. I can't find mine. But I'm just going to use the Barry M, the Lip Swell Extreme Lip Plumper. This is just a clear gloss that plumps as well. And it's actually quite comfortable for a plumping gloss too. So the last thing that I'm going to do is apply a bit of mascara. I don't apply mascara every day, but I just want a little bit of something extra today, and I haven't got my eyelashes tinted, so you can't really see them at the moment. For mascara, I'm going to use the MAC Magic Extension Mascara. I've used this a couple of times and I really like it. I would usually curl my lashes first, but I can't find my eyelash curler. I can't find anything that I want today. But the wand on this is really precise, it's really nice. So I'm going to apply one coat of this, try and get right at the root. And it does add a lot of fullness to your lashes. My lashes are quite long, but because I'm so fair, they're just so light and you can't see them until I've either got them tinted or actually put mascara on. I'm going to do any on the bottom because I haven't got any other eye makeup on, so I don't really think that I need it. But that is the finished no makeup, natural makeup, easy, everyday makeup routine. And I absolutely love it. This would be perfect for me for like every day. I don't even wear this much every day sometimes, but I just like everything to look nice and fresh and glowy, and it just kind of evens everything out and just makes you look nice and fresh, and you don't look like you've really got much on. You're obviously going to look like you've got some on. I don't think it's possible to like put makeup on and it not look like you're wearing anything at all, but this just looks so minimal but so flawless at the same time. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that completes today's makeup tutorial, guys. I really hope you did enjoy it. Let me know if you did down in the comments. Please give it a big thumbs up as well, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week in my next one. Bye!